We were able to collect 47,000 Norwegian kroners or 5.1k USD in less than the last 24 hours. And we did this with my online coaching, fitness coaching business. And I'm gonna show you exactly how we did it, our funnel, how we did it, how it's 99% automated. I didn't have to lift a finger for these sales. And before you think we had like a crazy volume, we didn't. We had 2 meetings and 2 sales. Before you think the product is anything crazy, we have coaching for busy women, nothing crazy. The audience, it's not huge. We have 2k views, around that as average on all our Instagram content. And the best part, of course, it's 99% automated. So I'll walk you through the whole process. And the problem most coaches face is that they have no data to make decisions from. They lack the system. That again gives them no clarity on what to do and when to do it. They have no process that runs without them. They have to be a part of every single step in their business and time spent on tasks that shouldn't even exist. This again causes revenue leaking at every single stage of the funnel without knowing where, because you lack the data. Because you don't have the clarity and don't have the system, you get emotional on decisions rather than strategic on what you do next. You work a ton of hours on tasks that don't move the needle, that you actually don't have to focus on at all. You have inconsistent results that feel impossible to fix because you have no idea where in the system everything stops. And the business depends fully on you to be able to show up every single second. You cannot take time off without revenue taking a hit. You cannot get sick without revenue taking a hit. But when you get this system in place, you get a predictable revenue every single month. Leads coming in without chasing them, a process that runs even without you, time to spend on the tasks that actually moves the needle, and it can be done very simply. No crazy funnels, no huge audience, no years of experience, just the right actions in the right order, tracked with the right data. So I'll show you our whole funnel and walk you through every single step. So this is the founder system funnel that I am using for my coaching fitness business. So the first part of this funnel, it's done by me. It's content done by me. I have Instagram follower ads out. The follower ads get shown to a lot of people daily. They're targeted towards my dream customer, only towards my dream customer. So when they see the video, they of course go to my Instagram profile. They also can be shown organic content. I do top of funnel organic content as well, and they will be shown that, and that also drags in a smaller amount of followers. So we get the most amount of followers from our follower ads. So this is definitely the biggest source. Then they get into the Instagram profile. They will instantly see a link in my bio. In my bio, I have a link to my Spotify podcast. In Norway, a lot of women are listening to podcasts, and here I post Spotify episodes. So it's basically like a YouTube video. I post even with the video on Spotify because they allow that now, and we have a ton of listeners on this platform as well. Here I can go so much deeper. It's if you don't have any long form style of content in your bio or that you link your viewers to, you would have to post an insane amount of reels and content before you convert someone compared to when you have this. So just imagine how many more hours they watch. If you watch through this whole video, you've already watched like 20, 30 reels of time of my content, basically. Then we have our follower message that they instantly go to. We also post our freebies on our stories daily. So they will see freebies, not daily, but very often. And some people just send us a message instantly with the code word in our bio. Then we have retargeting ads. Anyone that has seen or done anything with our content will be shown retargeting ads that then again gives them a VSL, a freebie, something like that, and sends them back into the freebie box. From here, from the long form tab as well, we also sometimes get inbound requests instantly. Then everyone gets shoved into our DM funnel. And when we hit the DM funnel, our setter takes over. So from this point, I don't do anything. I just create the long form podcasts. I create the ads. I create the organic content. I literally just film this and post this. And then everyone gets shoved into a DM funnel. In the DM funnel, our setter will make sure this person, first of all, is qualified by sending them questions. Just questions, a simple question formula, finding out what their goal is, what their challenges is, how long they've been stuck, if they want or need help with this right now. And if they are not qualified, they will be instantly disqualified. We won't use any time on this. From here, everything is tracked by the setter. Where in the stage they are, what type of tags they should have, when they should be followed up, how often they should be followed up. All data from the chat so they know exactly what's going on, and it's very important for the coming steps as well. And if they're disqualified, we just remove them from the funnel altogether. We won't be sending them any more messages. Then they will, after qualifying for a bit, see if they're ready for a call. If the lead, after chatting for a while, obviously isn't ready for a call, if they send very short messages, just isn't clear on anything, they're not warm enough, then they will move back into a freebie. Our setter will send a podcast episode, a guide, a YouTube VSL, something to just warm up exactly that lead. Whatever they specifically need, they will send them that. Then they will again be followed up by our setter, and they're back into the DM funnel. Qualified, of course, they're already qualified, so they will just skip this step. Ready for a call. Are they ready for a call now? No, maybe they're not. Then we will follow them up a month later or a week later. Depends on the person. If they're ready for a call, did they already have a call? They could. Coming back to that later. But if they did, we will do something completely else. I will come back to that later. If they haven't had a call, we will schedule a call. Now, they can also schedule a call directly from freebies. It's not that often this happens. And the leads from there could be very little qualified as well. So even though our freebies are supposed to be shown to qualified leads, they can sometimes be shown to less qualified leads, as well as long form content. Our Spotify podcast, it can reach thousands of people. And if some people book directly from there, it could be a very little qualified lead. You should have a system in place. When you send the call link here, if you send them the call link to book a call, you should have questions in place so that you don't get leads that are not serious. You should qualify your leads as good as possible. And when you have qualified them with a form, your closer can look at that form and see, okay, is this person just not actually worth having a call with? Then they could just cancel the call and disqualify them. But this is very rare if you have a proper questionnaire before the lead books, and if you have done a proper job with your content as well. So when the call is scheduled, your closer will take over. From here, the closer takes over. Again, I'm not a part of any of these steps. Everything after the content is automated. I'll show you actually as well with the delivery how it's automated just a little bit. So the call is scheduled, and then the call will be taken. Sometimes it will be cancelled or have a no-show. Then again, the closer will contact our setter, and they're gonna go straight back into the DM funnel. If it's cancelled, we're gonna try to rebook them, simply as that. Or if they seem like they might have cold feet, we will follow them up a month later. So if we lose the sale, if we don't close them, then they will move back into either disqualified, if the lead was just far out of our customer group. You don't want to close people that are far out of your customer group. They're gonna take more time and energy. They're gonna make you evolve your product in the wrong direction. You're gonna create a product for people that actually don't fit it. And they're gonna move your focus completely from focusing on the correct client that will have insane results from your program. You're gonna start focusing on a client that will never have insane results from your program. So they should be disqualified. Then all other lost sales will move back into the DM funnel, of course. And here again, we will qualify them, we will follow them up maybe a week, two weeks later, You'll have to see exactly when you should do this on your own leads. The type of lead will definitely affect that. But usually we follow up within maximum 1 week, and then 1 week after that, and then monthly. Anyways, you will see that they are still qualified. Why did they not close on the call? Are they maybe considering going for it? Anyways, here it should be, on this step, it wouldn't be are they ready for a call, but are they maybe ready for coaching after all? And if they are, they have already had a call, then we do a DM close. So here we actually just close them in the DMs because they already know the price from the meeting, right? If they're still considering, it's probably just an objection on one, they don't believe that they are going to make the effort that is necessary to succeed. They don't believe that the program has what they need to succeed, or it's just the investment that has to be split up. So we've closed people multiple times on this, and usually it's down to one of these three. It's actually almost always down to one of those three. So just handle them in the DMs and then close them again. If they're one, they move instantly over to onboarding. We have automations in place here. So here it's taken over by automations. Now, when their payments is registered through a Stripe payment link, you could set this up however you want, but we use Stripe. The onboarding will immediately start. Instantly, when the payment is done, they get app access invite. Their profile is created on the app. They have a contract created and sent to them with their specific information. They are sent to a video page. And these videos, they're the videos explaining the whole program. All the expectations that they should have and all the expectations that we have from them. All just priming them for the coaching so that they know exactly how everything works. This is really important on like as soon as possible after they pay, because when they have paid, they've done an incredibly big step. Maybe they have considered this for 2 years, and when they have paid, they are in the risk zone of instantly feeling like they didn't get value or are too uncertain to continue, or instantly feel like, wow, this was really well put together. Now I know everything and how everything works. I'm 100% ready. That's why we send them to these onboarding videos instantly. On the last video, we explained that they book a call with a coach. So in the app access, they will instantly be told to fill out the onboarding form, and this is going to make it really easy for the coach to create their program as well. So after this, after they've booked the call, after they've filled out the onboarding form, they've signed the contract, we move on to delivery. And as you see, I'm still not a part of this process, right? It's just the first step. Now they are moved on to our success coach. So this is a coach trained up to do delivery, to create programs, to create nutritional plans, to follow up the client, to do client check-ins, to give the client an insanely close follow-up. Just create the best possible product for the client and results, of course. And this is really important, of course, to understand, but clients pay for not the product and delivery, but the actual results they get. They will pay for the results. So in the delivery, they will have their program created. They will have a chat that's followed up daily by the success coach. They will have weekly check-ins followed up by the success coach. And the only part that I take is my meetings with the success coach, of course, just making sure everything is as it should. My meetings with the closer, making sure everything is as it should, and just training them, of course, on just getting better all the time, and with the setter. Same thing there. I also do a weekly group call. So group call with all the clients. That's the delivery side for me. It's a very low delivery from me time-wise. And before I had this system in place, I would use 10 hours a day on delivery alone. I know a lot of coaches that think the roof of how many clients you can have yourself also is like 10-20 clients. You can literally coach 75 to 80 clients as one coach easily. That's easily doable. You just need the systems in place. This video is not about those systems, but I'll make a very short walkthrough of how we do it. We basically have a client overview. This client overview makes it super easy. You know which check-ins you've done and which you haven't. You have notes on every single client, because you will forget when you have 80 clients exactly what happened last week. You have notes on every single thing, and we just do this through a great, like a system we have set up with using AI as well in Notion. And the same thing with the closing. We do the same thing. We have a system that we follow and log everything. We track all the data. And then with the DM funnel as well, we know how many messages we sent, how many inbound messages we've gotten, how many followers we have gotten, how many people we've sent the freebies, when we sent it, when they should be followed up, when we follow up, when we disqualify. We have an SOP explaining all of this for the setter, and we have a system in place to make it as easy as possible. We have a content system, from creating the idea to what should be posted when, to what should be prioritized. We have an editor fixing the edits of the content to make it as little time consuming as possible, and make me able to focus on the quality of all of this, of the positioning of my content, on how to put the content the best way to attract the right ideal client. So that's how the funnel works, and this is something you can set up as well. But even if you did this 100% correct, if you only attract what I call tier 1 and tier 2 clients, these are the type of clients that, number one, only looks for a program. They want a program, they want to join like a group and have a free plan or a cheap plan, like they're able to pay $50 a month. And then you have the tier 2 clients. They've already been through the groups, and they know that they won't succeed unless they have an actual person keeping them accountable as well. Both of these groups, this group is able to pay $50 to $100 per month. This group is able to pay $100 to $250 per month. Both are not going to pay you a lot, right? You would, even though you got these 2 sales, earn like $400 to $100. No more than that. We collected 5.1K, and with our lifetime value of our clients, we've collected 7.5K just from those 2 sales, if the lifetime doesn't pass what we expect right now. So I'm not sure I did the maths correct actually, but around that. Anyways, the tier 3 clients, they are the clients that have realized that most programs with strict rules, and they have plans that are formed for your life, but they're not actually formed for surviving over time. They're programs that are made for going down in weight quickly by coaches that have become a coach just to attract quick clients. Maybe they've been a celebrity or something like that. And the tier 3 clients have already been through these coaches. They've been through the coaches. So tier 3 knows about all the bullshit. They want to get a solution that actually will last. They don't want to gain the weight again, to lose the muscle, to quit the gym again. They want to stay, and they're willing to pay for it as well. So you have to charge properly for your coaching, to charge for your tier 3 clients. You have to position yourself correctly in your content. You have to show how you are different. You have to talk about which experiences these clients have been through. You have to show that you're not another tier 2 client coach, and you have to have the skills to charge for it. And this is not only the skills in content done by you. You have to have the skills in setting. You have to have the skills in actually qualifying leads in setting, actually moving them over to the call, actually booking the call. You have to have the questionnaires to actually qualify the lead to close them. You have to have the skills to train up a setter. You have to have the skills to actually do a proper discovery call and close someone. You have to have the skills to train your closer as well. You have to have the skills to deliver a great product and get your lifetime above 12 months per client. And only when you have that, you will both attract tier 3 clients, and you will earn a crazy amount of money on just a few sales. You will be able to do so without actually having to be a part of the whole funnel, right? Because you automate, you find a setter, you find an editor to fix your content. Editor, of course. And then you find a closer to do that next step for you. And then you find a way to automate the onboarding to make it as smooth as possible for the client. And then you just make your delivery insane. No 1 week to answer. Just make the delivery insane. I've done so with the success coach, being able to follow up extremely tightly on each client. So we can just assign a client to a success coach. They will have one job, no marketing, no sales, no setting. They will only follow up on that client. And this is exactly what the founder system teaches. How to position yourself, how to stand out, and charge what you're worth with a system that makes it predictable and gives you time to work on the actual business. We teach you the skills that you need to charge this amount. We teach you the skills that you need to actually train someone else to take different steps from you, so you don't have to be a part of the business the whole time. And here's what you get in the founder system. You get your personal roadmap built for where you are right now, the whole way through, what you have to do, your actionables. You get the course staged so that you start exactly where it's relevant for you in your journey, with different levels for different business owners. Then we have the weekly group calls. We go through content, DMs, sales, delivery, and a Q&A every single week, so that you know exactly how you get better on all of these things. We review them together just to improve your skills. And we have weekly one-to-one calls, but this is only for the first members in the founder system. We have a starting member price, the lowest the price will ever be to get access to all of this. And we just launched, so it means a tighter follow-up, while I really just fix the product to the best possible level that it could be. It will be more direct access to me. It will be a lower price than it will ever be again. And with the tighter follow-up, I will form the course around the people that join in the beginning. So it will be extremely tailored to the people that join in the beginning. If you want in before we scale and before we just, again, increase the prices, before we don't do the weekly one-to-one calls anymore, if you want in, click my Instagram below this video and DM me system, or just click straight to the booking link. It's also below the video, and book a call. And here is our dashboard at the moment. You'll get access to all of this. You'll get access to your personal roadmap, to all of the course below. You'll get access to the weekly calls. You'll get access to our trackers. Here you can see we have content tracker, sales tracker, client tracking, and KPI tracking, which is really important to know your data on every single point. And you'll get, everything you need. Also, I walk through on systems like Zapier, like Stripe, the systems that I've used to automate everything, and access to our community, Discord with your own chats, and the community chats as well. So you can get access to all of this, and you could, of course, do this on your own. You could absolutely do it on your own. It's just a matter of how quickly you would get everything up, get everything right, how many times you would have to fail on different offers, how much to price, how much you should do of different things, how you should structure the call, how you should structure the DM, the setting, the SOP for the setter, all of this. How many times do you have to try, fail, and repeat? If you don't want to try, fail, and repeat as many times, just again, send me the word system on Instagram or book a call directly below this video. And anyways, I hope this video was useful, and thank you for watching.